As tomorrow is Palm Sunday, I just want to take a look at the reading describing Jesus' entry into Jerusalem. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 of his disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and just as you enter it, you'll find a colt tied there, which no one's ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord needs it, and will send it back here shortly.'" They went out and found a colt outside in the street, tied at a doorway. As they untied it, some people standing there asked, "What are you doing, untying that colt?" They answered as Jesus had told them to, and the people let them go. When they brought the colt to Jesus and threw their cloaks over it, he sat on it. Many people spread their cloaks on the road, while others spread branches that they had cut in the fields. Those who went ahead and those who followed shouted, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom of our father David. Hosanna in the highest heaven." Jesus entered Jerusalem and went into the temple courts. He looked around at everything, but since it was already late, he went out to Bethany with the 12. So this is session 6. And today we had the story of Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. And this was a planned event because he had already arranged for there to be a donkey, and he sent his disciples to go and get it. This was just after he had raised Lazarus from the dead, and so there was quite a buzz going around of who this Jesus was. So as he rode into Jerusalem, they treated him like a king, throwing down their cloaks in front of him. That was a symbol of sort of submission. And they waved palm branches. They saw him as a king coming to overthrow Rome and establish his kingdom there. The waving of palm branches was quite significant because roughly 300 years earlier, Judas Maccabeus had overthrown the Greek rulers, and he'd also rededicated the temple because the Greeks had defiled it. And part of their celebration every year of that event was waving palm branches and singing Hosanna. And so the palm branches and the hosannas were very symbolic of them seeing Jesus coming to overthrow the Romans and establish his kingdom. But Jesus had very different ideas. Firstly, his choice of a donkey was a symbol of peace, not of war. But he also knew that he was coming to challenge and to pass judgment on the people and on their relationship with God. Jesus knew that this confrontation would end in his death. And there's a hymn that I've sung, I suppose, for so many years on Palm Sunday, ride on in majesty, in lowly pomp, ride on to die. And the tune that's set is a tune that has just a steady, plodding beat, and you can really hear the donkey just plodding, plodding, plodding. But it's a very strong beat, and so it has that sense of determination, that Jesus was determinedly going towards his death. Crowds had no idea. They were cheering what they thought might happen. There's also a line in that same hymn, "The winged squadron of the sky looked down with sad and wondering eyes to see the approaching sacrifice." So while the crowds on earth were cheering and shouting, the heavens fell silent. They saw the enormity of what was about to happen. Now we get told that the crowd was just fickle, and when everyone was shouting Hosanna, they joined in. And then later, when everyone was shouting Crucify, they joined in, just went along with the crowd. I'm not sure about that. That crowd on Thursday was an angry crowd. They wanted Jesus' blood. And the reason I believe is that they had seen Jesus as a mighty warrior king, and he'd proved himself a complete letdown in their eyes. And disappointed hopes can lead to anger. It's important how we see Jesus and his mission.
You gave your life, you died for me. You shed your blood to save sacrifice.